The new rule is when we're talking about P. Diddy, I wear my hat like this. But today we're not talking about P. Diddy. We're talking about the weird intelligence world, the intel community. Wait a second though. Because the P. Diddy stuff, things going on, that actually has to do with the intel community. Manipulation, propaganda of the masses through the media, control of celebrities to push an agenda. But we're here to talk about your cell phone and seemingly innocuous things that people get involved with. One of those things is the game Pokemon Go. You know, when a game or when a star or a celebrity, someone just seems to come out of nowhere and become super popular, seemingly overnight. Do you question whether that's real or not, or who's behind it and why? I do. So Pokemon Go was created by a company called Niantic. Niantic creates augmented reality, geospatial intelligence databases. They create these databases, these neural networks for robots. Why? There are a lot of potential uses for this stuff, but it reminds me of the game that Shmups and I have talked about, Generation Zero. The whole battle space is changing. The way conflicts are waged between countries, between small players, things are already being done by robots. Robots that have kinetic capability. Robots that can shoot things and blow things up. So Pokemon Go became hugely successful because it needed to be successful. It needed to have the financial backing of the CIA. The CIA has a funding arm called In-Q-Tel. In-Q-Tel has gone by several different names, but they are behind some of, at least, the funding of Niantic. When something's free, you're the product. It reminds me of Meta, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, of course. They're used as intelligence gathering and to make a profit. In the case of YouTube and advertisements and its business. So here's the post that brought this to my attention. Pokemon Go's parent company, Niantic, founded by a former State Department official and funded by the founding CEO of CIA's In-Q-Tel, has used Pokemon Go data to train 50 million neural networks in order to enable robots to operate in over 1 million locations worldwide so far. So Gilman Louie, In-Q-Tel's founding CEO, has sat on Niantic's board, investing in global innovation to secure the nation. This is a really nice website. You can grab their little globe model here. Globe. That's interesting, huh? Of course they'd say that. But look at this. Portfolio highlights. Look at this Anduril right here. We'll get back to Anduril in a moment. Here it is. Here's Niantic. This is under the About tab here. The Niantic story. Blah, blah, blah. The reality. It's our responsibility to consider user privacy, responsible use, inclusive development processes. Sounds like a bunch of hippie crap, doesn't it? That's because it is. This is intel gathering, pure and simple, for control, and it's going to be used in evil ways, of course. Let's see. So in 2001, their first 3D map launched, and AI researchers created something called Keyhole. What happened in 2004? From Keyhole to Google Earth. Keyhole was acquired by Google and renamed Google Earth. And then 2005, Google Maps, Street View, and more. 2010, Niantic Labs was created. This is interesting here because it's showing a balloon. In 2012, they had their first app called Field Trip. 2015, said we spun out of Alphabet as an independent private company with $35 million from the Pokemon Company Group, Google, Nintendo, and they announced the development of Pokemon Go with the Pokemon Company and Nintendo. Pokemon Go 2016. I remember one of my old jobs, people playing Pokemon, adults playing Pokemon Go. They were adults in age only. And then Pokemon Go just keeps growing. Look at these schmucks holding up their proud little intel gathering devices. Hey, we're helping the CIA. Good for us. You tools. You pathetic tools. Go listen to your pop music, you wankers. And then they launched Ingress Prime in 2018. Another game. Never heard of it until now. Niantic Wayfarer, a tool that helps people shape future adventures. Niantic Research presents on 3D mapping. Another game, Pikmin Bloom. Then they're bringing people together on community days. Feature all of our games. You bunch of tools. Oh, just an AI pet game. Augmented reality AI pet game? Yeah. Quest 3D headset. So again, this is the merging of man and machines, getting people sucked into a digital world. Regarding Niantic and Pokemon Go, this article from Ars Technica, regarding these 50 million neural networks. These networks compress thousands of mapping images into digital representation of physical spaces. Multiple networks can contribute to mapping a single location. Imagine yourself standing behind a church. The closest local model has only seen the front entrance of this church, and thus it will not be able to tell you where you are. But on a global scale, we have seen thousands of churches captured by local models worldwide. No church is the same, but many share common characteristics. And LGM accesses that distributed knowledge. So their large geospatial model is training robots to operate through all kinds of parameters, because schmucks go around with their government-sponsored tracking devices known as cell phones. This company, Anduril, autonomy software meets autonomous hardware. Robot drone swarms. Undersea robots, flying robots, robots launched from helicopters, robots that destroy other robots. This is a weird world. They call it a lattice. In other words, it's not just one person controlling one drone, whether that be an aerial drone, whatever. It's one person who can control a swarm, a lattice, a communication lattice between different robots. Think about what's gone on in the past 100 years. We go from things like the Model T to autonomous robot swarms, robots, lasers, aircraft, Ferraris. That's another thing that bugs me. Why would Ferrari ever put an electric motor in their cars? We want big, manly engines. We don't want your little super AA battery pack, your little lithium AA super pack. I want to be burning that oil. I want to be frying it. I want smoke and flames pouring out of the back of that thing. I want it to take off like a missile down the road, scaring all those hippie vegans.